to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rose and thank you for taking the time out to click that thumbnail. How's everyone doing today? I hope we're having an amazing day and I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Today's video is another update on my 2022 Pan That palette, which is the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette. It's been another month and a half to 2 months probably by the time this video goes up since I have in fact updated this project, so I figured it was time for another update. I don't want to put any more numbers on my updates, like update 1, 2, 3, 4, because I don't really know what month or what update number it has been over here, so I always just say we have another update. You guys want to see how well I have done this past month and a half on my 2022 Pan That palette, then just make sure to keep on watching. But you guys, before we get into this, if you like these kind of videos, be sure to like it. And if you want to see more content from me, then make sure you're subscribed. I put out content weekly, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Also, make sure to check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop on into the video. So I definitely figured it was time for another update on my Too Faced Teddy Bear palette, which I have been painting for the duration of 2022. Beautiful, everyday, just wearable shades in here, and this video is not going to be very long. I just kind of wanted to share the progress I've had so far on her because I do still really enjoy doing PTPs and Pan That palettes as projects, and I'm actually considering, now that I have officially finished my declutter series for my eyeshadow palettes, which I will link that in the cards for you guys if you haven't checked that out. But now that that is done, I'm considering doing a 1 week 1 palette mixed with my No Pan Left Behind challenge, which I started on my Instagram about 2 years ago at this point, where basically I would use every pan and every palette that I had in my collection, which before was a lot more than what I have now. I'm considering doing both of those combined, and I still want to sit down and also compare all of my 9-pan Huda Beauty palettes for you guys, and as well as just move on down the line with my declutter, as well as a little bit of vlogging content. So we definitely have lots of content in store. But now that I've gotten my eyeshadow collection down to size a bit, I figured it would be a good idea or a great way to help me kind of use all my palettes again and use every shade in every palette and see how well I'm able to do, and if I can get refocused on yet another project pan as well and do both the Pan That palette and the 1 week and No Pan together. We'll see how well that goes. So for the past month or two on this project, I have done really well. I believe on my last update over here, if I'm not mistaken, I had 2 pans hit in this palette so far. So now we have a total of, because last month I hit 2 more pans, and then now just this past month I hit yet another pan. So we have a total of 5 pans in her so far, you guys. So super exciting. I'm really proud of myself and the progress that I've made so far. I have just recently hit the pan in the shade The Snuggle Is Real right here, which was one of my focus shades actually, to hit pan in one of the bigger shades in the palette. So I'm really proud of myself. This is my newest pan. And then on the last update that I had with you guys, I hit pan on the shade For Real, this gold shade, as well as Bear It All were the 2 pans that I had. So now since then, I have also hit pan in the shades Embarrassed as well as Lace Teddy, which were 2 of my spring focus shades, I believe. Yeah, so I'm really excited, you guys. I have 5 pans in here so far out of the 14 pans, so I'm almost halfway there, not quite. For my 6-month goal, I was hoping to hit 5 pans on here, so I did in in fact meet that goal, but I was a month behind because we are technically in the end of July. So by the time this video goes up, it will be August. So I'm 2 months behind, but I still did hit 5 pans in 7 months, we'll say. So I'm really proud of my progress. I use this palette every time I do my makeup for work when I feel like I have a little bit of time in the morning to do my eyeshadow. This is the palette that I reach for because I do tend to do real easy, quick, everyday kind of looks for work, and this has been my go-to palette this year for work makeup. So that's how I've been able to really achieve the progress that I have on her at all this year, is thankfully because of wearing it every day before I go into work. So this technically would be update 7 on the project, but again, I'm still really proud of myself for the progress I've made so far. 5 pans isn't too bad, especially considering how hard and how densely packed these shades in this palette are. So because I do update this monthly over on my Instagram, I did go ahead and set some new seasonal goals on this, as well as my new goals in general on it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and look down at my notes, and we'll go ahead and go over the monthly goals, seasonal goals, all of that stuff. So my monthly goal was to try to hit pan in one of the bigger shades, which I did in fact meet that goal, and I hit pan in the shade that Snuggle Is Real just recently. So my new monthly goal for the palette will be to just also continue focusing on Sharing is Caring, which is the other bigger shade in the palette, and see if I can't hit that pan. So my seasonal goal for the summer, which I already set new summer shades and all of that, was to hit 2 pans. So far, we're still in the season of summer, so I have hit 1 new pan, so I still have like another month and a half left of summer to try to hit another pan. I'm actually confident in knowing that I should be able to hit 1 more pan by the end of summer. And my seasonal focus shades for the summer are Build-A-Bear right here, this real pretty pink shade. Press Pause, which is the other real light cream shade in the palette. Hot of Honey, which is another light gold kind of shade. Now, I've really been loving and using For Real a lot for work. So this is the other gold shade in the palette. I really need to buckle down, try to get some more use out of her. And then as well as Boop right here, which is this real beautiful chocolatey, dark, rich brown shade in the palette. So definitely feel like I need to get a little more progress on with some of these darker shades as well. So we have 4 shades for the rest of the summer and are my seasonal summer focus shades. I cannot talk today. And my 6-month goal was to hit 5 pans, which we did in fact achieve that goal. Even though we are a month and a half behind, we still hit 5 pans, so I was successful on my 6-month goal. My year-end goal is, of course, to hit every pan in the palette. I'm hoping that I can achieve that by the end of the year. And my biggest goal is to just finish any shade. So I'm hopeful to be able to finish any shade in here as well, but we shall see. If I'm hopeful that I can maybe finish any shade, it would probably be the shade For Real, just because I do surprisingly use that one the most. It's such a beautiful shade. There is like duochrome flecks of pink and gold and silver in there, and it's really quite unique. It's not just your typical gold shade. I really love that shade all over my lid. It's just real quick and easy. I like to go in with Snuggle Is Real and then darken it up a little bit with Stuffed and throw this all over the lid. I mean, there are so many countless easy wearable looks that you can create with this palette, which is why I'm really glad that you guys chose this palette this year, because it is very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly, and it's just a challenge because the shades are so densely packed in here. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, since I just recently hit this pan, that makes 89 pans towards my 101 pans project, which I also need to submit severely come in and just redo that project. Now that I have finished my eyeshadow palette declutter, I need to pick all new palettes and try to continue doing the 101 pans. I know you guys really enjoy the 101 pans, but I'm still considering trying to debate on if I should continue with it. I definitely feel like I need to, because I am at 89 pans and I've worked so hard and so long to get to 89 pans, so I think we'll go ahead and continue on with that project as well. I just need to get an update up for you guys. So yes, this makes 89 pans, so I think we only have like, what, 12 more pans to go, which is so exciting to be able to finally say I hit 101 pans of eyeshadow. For the next month out, I am rather confident, and I'm really going to give a lot of my undivided attention to the shade Sharing is Caring. I'm actually pretty confident that I will be able to see a pan in her by the next update. And then I also, again, want to focus on some of these darker chocolatey brown shades as well, in conjunction with, of course, the rest of the seasonal focus shades that I do have in this palette. And my overall thoughts so far for the project and for this palette is, you know, I really love this palette. It's, again, it's very easy to create looks with. You have an array of variety to just create very easy day-to-day looks with it, and you can really mix and match and get creative. You can really glam it up and do real intense dramatic looks. You can create pink looks, you can create neutrals, you can go warm, you can go cool, and it's just a great palette to have. And again, I really am glad that you guys chose this for me this year. I'm excited to see, because surprisingly, we are very quickly approaching the end of 2022, which is mind-blowing to even say, but I'm excited to continue on with a Pan That palette in 2023, which doesn't even sound right to say. Like, 2023, you guys. We're about to be going into 2023 in 4 or 5 months from now, which is so nuts. But I'm excited to continue on with the PTP for next year and see what palette you guys pick for next year. It's just a great palette to have. It's a great palette to pan. I've really enjoyed panning her so far. It's just a beautiful color story and a beautiful palette, and I am really enjoying panning this palette so far for this year. So I'm going to really continue to give my undivided attention to the palette for the next month or so out. We will come back with another update probably in about 45 days or so is kind of the pace that I've been going lately. Be sure to check out my declutter series if you haven't already. It will be linked in the cards for you guys. And make sure you check out my first vlog if you haven't already watched that. I did start a vlogging series, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content and would want to see more of vlogging style content from me. It was highly requested over on my Instagram that you guys did want to see some kind of vlogging content, so I did start recently vlogging as well. I will also have that linked in the cards as well as in the description box for you guys. So that's everything for this video, you guys. I just wanted to make it a point to hop on, give you guys a quick update, share the progress I've made on her, share my my goals and everything for the next following month or so out. So I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it. And until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.